Let's go, Tom. Let's go, Tom.
Day one, ready to roll. God was good to us today. He brought the sun out. It's supposed to have been overcast and cloudy, but we need the heat. It's a very challenging practice. It was probably something that the older guys were not ready for. Of course, the freshmen aren't ready for it. You know, they're freshmen. But it's something that was good for us, and we've got to learn to handle it. And, you know, we had a few guys that handled it very well. We had a lot of guys that couldn't handle it. And the thing they've got to understand, what I told them at the end is, you know, tomorrow's going to be a tougher practice than it was today. And we're either going to ascend or we're going to descend. So we got to figure it out between now and then. But there ain't going to be any tapping out. There ain't going to be any not practicing and then playing. All those habits that have been here for the last several years, they ain't going to be here. And they're going to understand that. So at the end, it was day one. We hope to have a better day two.
Did anybody stand out first practice?
Positively or negatively?
Positively.
Positively, yeah. I thought some of the young kids stood out. I mean, I thought especially some of the freshmen that were with us in the spring, Jaquan McMillan, Juwan Powell. I thought both those guys competed very well. But I thought some of the younger kids probably looked better than some of the older kids. Negatively, I was disappointed in how some of the older kids succumbed to the heat.
Coach, I want to ask you about how do you feel about having Trevion Freshwater here on the first day?
Well, I mean, you know, what a great kid. That's the first thing. And he's been working very, very hard to take care of his business, to make sure that he could be here with us. There's a lot of people here that have worked very, very hard to ensure that he's here with us. And so we're just happy to have him on our roster. You know, it's one of those things where today was his first day really with us. So he's kind of, you know, drinking out of a fire hydrant right now. But it's good to have him in the program. Look forward to having him with us for the next several years.
You know what his status might be as far as being able to play? Is he eligible right away? You know, or full member?
Well, we're still working through some of that stuff right now. So right now he's fully eligible to practice with us. He's admitted to East Carolina University, and we're working everything else with the NCAA.
Is there any other roster additions that will come up now or next 3 or 4 days?
Not right now that I can talk about. We may have one or two here in the next couple of days.
About the new practice field and, you know.
Yeah, what a great practice facility. I'll tell you, you know, our grounds crew, and they don't get enough credit. You know, if you walked out there, that's nicer than any golf course in the southeast right now on that practice field. That grass is pristine. It's almost you don't want to tear it up, you don't want to move on it. But you know, certainly having the turf field, you know, we did our conditioning there towards the end of practice on the turf field. You know, you're turning and cutting a lot, and that saves the grass field. If we do get a rain practice, we're going to be able to, you know, take some heat off of the grass field. So, you know, our practice facility out here, as long as we don't have lightning, is really in great shape.
You touched on it a little bit, but what do you want to see tomorrow?
I want to see us come out high energy, okay, high enthusiasm, which we started with that today. But now when that sun starts beating down on you and your body starts succumbing to the heat, you know, you can't just quit, you know. I told him, I said, listen, I'd rather have 3 hard reps and sub out than to watch you walk through 6. You know, when you're in there on that field, there is going to be an expectation for how hard you're going to play, how you compete, okay, how you're positively interacting with your teammates. Not because what's going to happen, we get in a hot game at August 31st at 12 o'clock, and all of a sudden we get tired and we bust a coverage. Well, that's how you give up a big play, you know, and we've all seen that before, and we can't have that. Not if we're going to play at a high level. So we've got to be able to handle the heat better. We've got to finish practice better, and I think we got to have better leadership from some of our older players.
You guys have a lot of guys that can snap at the center.
Yeah.
Spelsley coming back. How good was it to see him back out here? And then
it was great.
How do you kind of divvy up the reps there to make
well,
everybody's
you know, a lot of guys are rotating in at center, which is a good thing. You can never have enough guys that can snap the football. It was great to see John out there today, and I thought he really had a great practice, you know, for a guy that has not taken a snap since the middle of last year. You know, he was moving around good, snaps were crisp. I mean, he looked excited to be out there, so that was very positive. But, you know, having he and Peyton added back in to our guys from the spring, plus Trent, you know, the young guy from PA, now you have several guys to rotate in that center position and a couple of guys we can rotate in some at the guard spot.
Mike, saw you tweet out this morning the 2019 schedule. How do you look ahead toward that first game against NC State while also focusing on the task at hand here?
Well, you know, right now we're focused on ourselves for the first couple of weeks. You know, we got to establish what we're going to be mindset-wise and establish how we're going to play. You know, NC State for us is the biggest game of the year. You know, it's because it's the next one. And as soon as that game's over, Gardner Webb is the biggest game of the year, and that's how we treat them. But we're excited for the new season, and I put that tweet out because I think that quote right there fits a lot of things around here, around this university, around this program. You can have expectations, that's all fine and good, but if there's not a commitment to back up those expectations, then they're false, they're fake, and we ain't gonna be about that, okay? We're gonna be committed within this program to meet the expectations that we have. Everybody else has gotta be the same way.